So Nadi Shodhana refers to this exercise of alternate nostril breathing, but the way that we breathe through our nostrils can vary. And you'll start to notice and pick up on subtle perceptory differences between each of these little variations. It does something that's a little bit energetically different, but these are subtle things. So if you're new to this, don't worry if it doesn't make any difference to you. You know, your awareness and your perceptions will sort of evolve over time and become more sensitive to the effects of these practices. So to begin, what we can do is you can just focus on one nostril at a time, right? So I might do 10 rounds on my right nostril, 10 rounds on my left, just breathing in through my right. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, etc., etc. And so I'll do 10 rounds on my right, 10 rounds on my left, 20 rounds on my right, 20 rounds on my left. And again, as your awareness develops, as you become more sensitive to the energetic effects of these practices, you'll start to understand that there's a balance between these two sort of energetic poles that exist on either side of our spine. And so ultimately what we're seeking through these physical practices is to achieve some state of energetic balance. So as you become more aware over the course of your, sort of yogic exploration, you'll start to realize the quality of this balance and how we can use these practices with specific applications to add a little bit of something over here. It's kind of like cooking, where if you become a good cook over time, you don't have to be so married to the recipe. You can start to use these ingredients in sort of improvised ways to make something delicious, right? So again, another variation of Nadi Shodhana, you can take out the pause, right? So you can just inhale, close, exhale, inhale, close, exhale, etc., etc. And again, I mean, you can do this for 100 rounds if you want to, if you have the patience and time and desire to do that. You can do as much as you really want of this. I don't think that some of these other breathing techniques are going to be like stimulatory or down-regulating. So I would say that they have more specific applications, but because this is sort of like a energetic cleansing practice, it's really just a way of connecting awareness and the specific poles of our breathing apparatus. And then again, there are all of these variations where you can add in certain amounts of breath holding. So I can inhale through my right, like we did in the previous video. Hold for 5 seconds. Exhale. Inhale. Hold for 5 seconds. Exhale. Etc., etc. And again, these techniques, you can start playing with different applications of breath holding for different lengths of time, holding on inhales, holding on exhales. These are things that we'll work on in later videos. For now, it's my intention just to give you a basic understanding of what Nadi Shodhana means. And we're going to compile several different simple introductory breathing techniques in the following videos that will allow you to create what I'll identify. It's a stack of breathing techniques that you can utilize on a daily basis as sort of like an energetic awakening practice called the 4 purifications. So this is the first leg of 4 different breathing techniques that compiled make the 4 purifications, which is a great early morning daily breathing practice. So stay tuned.